Hey everyone, it's great to see you. I'm up front and today we're going to be refreshing these two planters. So I actually have 3 of the same type of planter here, but they didn't get all planted up the same way. This one is just doing a lot better with still retaining its blooms. And these two I have waited patiently for my African daisies to send out more flowers. And after that first flush, they got big, but there have been no more flowers. So I'm gonna take these out and just add something in to fill in that hole. Now, the tricky thing is they've really intertwined with everything. So I honestly don't know how this is going to go. We're going to have to see. Ideally, I would just be able to reach in the middle and use my spade and dig that one plant out. But I already tried that and it is not going to happen. So I am bravely going to try to dump the contents out without smushing my beautiful creeping Jenny and extract the one type of plant from the middle. It could be a catastrophe or it could be a really good thing to do. So first, I have these up on some pot feet here, and these have worked really, really well. So I just ordered these from Amazon. They're just little plastic pieces you put underneath to keep your pots raised up and draining well. And I love how the creeping Jenny has overflowed the side. Look at this mini hot pink petunia. They've done great. I have some purple browalia in here, some salvia. The browalia always pleases me with how it does. Okay, we're gonna see. Can we get the whole thing out? I don't know if I can get the whole thing out. It's pretty rooted in here. I have a nice sharp spade. Okay, this is where I cut to relaxing music and then I struggle to see if I can get it out. Yikes. Okay, well, if we sacrifice a few things, so here's part of the African daisy that I want to take off. So yes, the right part broke. That's good. We have a lot of debris here, but overall we're still in one piece. So that's good. I'm gonna sort of move on here. Let's see what we have. Oh boy. There's a whole bunch of like dead leaves. Okay, here's part of the African daisy. This is the big piece that I want out. So I'm gonna try to sort of just break this apart. Damon is laughing at me. Oh boy, I don't know if this was the best idea for a video or not. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna put the spade in and pry. Ooh, this is working better than I thought it would. Okay. We now have broken it in half. This looks good. Now on this side, I want to keep all of this. Looks nice. I'm gonna carefully lift this half back in. I'm gonna keep this browalia. We have some creeping Jenny. Oops, this browalia came out. It's okay. It's all good. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. Okay, let's take a look at this half. Not too bad. So here's this big plant that I just want to dig out in the center. You know, the African daisies did really well. They tend to like cooler weather. So I was hoping that they would just sort of not bloom for the hottest part of the summer and then come back, but I've given up hope. Okay. There we go. I want to save all the creeping Jenny that I can. There, look at that size. Wow. Okay. And now That's another piece of it. I just want to make sure I got everything out that I want. This looks like it is just the petunias and the creeping Jenny. We're going to try to lower it in carefully. Not bad. Now I have a little hole here in the middle that is going to need to be filled, but I think we're coming together okay. Let me see what I can find to fill that in. Okay, look at how fabulous these are. These are zinnias, which, you know, this is the time of year that you can get zinnias in all sorts of colors. You just want to keep deadheading them, so pick off any of the ones that are past. But this gives a nice little bit of height for in the center. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think this is going to be, oops, it's going to take it a week or so to, you know, come back and not look like I dumped it upside down in my driveway. But since that's what I did, I suppose I deserve to have it look that way. This looks pretty good on this side. Really not too bad. This Browalia, I think, needs to be planted a bit more in here. There we go. Okay, we're going to try to add this in. Oh, look at how root bound this baby is. Okay, needs a good watering. Okay, sort of untangle that a bit. I like that. I'm thinking I'm also going to put this beautiful Tiara Blue Supertunia. It'll let me free this pot up for something else, although I love these in these little pots. I can use this for something else, and we'll have another beautiful purple element here, and I think that'll really look nice. Let's see if we can get that in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Loving the Supertunia Tiara Blue. I think we need one more thing for right in here. Okay, so I'm looking at this. This baby is looking pretty tall, so I think I'm actually going to move it more towards the center and bring the others out a bit. See if we can rearrange. This is the time of year that a lot of times I find things sort of need to be rearranged. Things have gotten taller than I had planned on. Things haven't done as well as I thought. And sometimes rearranging it just gives it that refresh that it needs. Yeah, I like that better. It just sort of has that height coming up here the way I like it. And then, you know, the calyx look really, really nice in these salvias. That's sort of the empty little pockets where it bloomed before. But I think cutting back a little bit, because we're getting a little overgrown here, is going to help this plant put out some fresh blossoms, keep it in check a little bit. I've really been fertilizing things quite well. So I feel like they have lots of nutrients to give us, you know, just a little push through for a few more weeks here. The longer we can keep these guys going, the better. Okay, that looks pretty good. This one's pretty past. Let's see. Oh yeah, now we're looking good. Okay, I'm gonna slide this one over here. And now we have a whole nother one to tackle. Oh boy, I don't know if I should feel good that this one is still sort of in one piece or scared to death of this side. We shall see. Okay, so we're gonna try the same thing, the dump it upside down method. Let's see how it goes. Not as well as the other side. Oh, it's coming. Wow, we are root bound in here. Okay. There we go. Whew. So exciting. Oh, wow. That's just a lot of plant. Okay, so once again, I'm going to go to the center where I have a lot of this, and this fortunately seems to be the part breaking off, a lot of this African daisy, and see if I can dig that out. Here we go. Wish me luck. Oh, beautiful. Yay! Okay, so, oops, don't look at that part. Okay. There's some. Okay, and here's this big African daisy. I'm going to cut right out. Beautiful. The Angelonia never really took, and it's pretty gone too. We're going to take that. And any pieces of it that I can find. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if I can lift this in. It sort of came out in 3 pieces. I'm going to put it back in 3 pieces, I think. Okay, not too bad. So you can tell that there's some space in here still, but it really is pretty packed, still full of plants. And some of these are not quite where I'd want them, but we're gonna make it work. Let's see here. This one's pretty tall, so I'm gonna see if I can sort of scooch it back a ways. I don't think it wants to scooch. Maybe I'll just tilt it a bit. There we go. Then it doesn't look quite so tall. Let me see what I can find to add in here. The other day I was at one of our local nurseries, and they had what was left of their geraniums, buy one, get one, and they were already marked down to $1.99 each. So, you know, geraniums are going to keep going all the way until your first frost. It's a little harder for me with geraniums to keep up with them because you really do need to deadhead them. So I'm just going through now. I'm taking off the spent blooms, and you just trace that back to where they connect together and give it a little snap. But as far as color goes, geraniums really can't beat them. And they really do keep going. So that's what I'm looking for, something that's going to keep bringing that color up here. Yeah, this guy's looking a little dead. I might take that one out. We'll see. Okay, let's see if I can squeeze these in. Look at, so pretty. This is Patriot Rosalinda. Next year, I'm really excited about this. I just started ordering some seeds and I'm going to try to grow some geraniums from seeds. So what I've heard is they're pretty easy to start. They just take a while. So I ordered, I want to say 4 different kinds of geraniums. And I think that'll be so much fun. You always have a place for geraniums. So, oh, look at how good that looks already. Okay, let's see if we can scooch this other one in. I think this is a different color, a little darker. Oh yes, this is Patriot Bright Violet. So I think the ones that I ordered are Mavericks. They said they're supposed to get pretty big. And I like a real big blossom on everything. Let's face it, I like lots of big flowers. Oh yeah, this is good. We're just gonna squeeze that in. Okay, so let's spin this around, get this cleaned up, and see what I'm left with here. So these 3 planters actually look quite different now. We really have the geraniums highlighted. We have these adorable, look at how just tiny they look. They're so cute. And then we have our original over here. So I like that it's giving us the pink and purple combinations. I feel like I can get a few more weeks out of these into the fall here, and that is exactly what I am looking for. So I'm going to give them some water-soluble fertilizer, get them going, one more bloom flush here, and then before you know it, we'll be hitting our first frost. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.